The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Chris, a lot of offensive coordinators like to script out their first drive so they know what they're going to be calling later in the game. But here, you might have to put that on pause just to get away from the shadow of your own end zone.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive? Grab down the middle. It's Thorne. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Empty set now, 5 wide.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Not able to connect, incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I would argue he's one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've seen the entire year covering college football. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw that touch pass and that intermediate throw.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all in settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on everything.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, great job by the defense coming up with the interception. If you look at it from an offensive perspective, it's 3rd and long. Why not take a chance downfield? You might get a pass interference call. Maybe you come up with a completion. In this case, it is intercepted, but at least it's downfield, almost like a punt there on 3rd and long.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. They'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense. Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So California's offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Here's the second down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. And the Golden Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Cal. Strong game by this quarterback. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
What What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Cal's offense back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. But go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example.
Will he score here? Touchdown, Cardinal. This offense is still clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or 4th later today.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Cal's offense takes the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Stewart. He's got some room. Can he get there? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, that's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find room. It's Cook. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
This time, a completion. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Throws it to the right. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Touchdown, Stanford. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see what the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So California's offense back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game. He's able to do that right here.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Golden Bears looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They go with a direct snap. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
He pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. And that is no good. And off the miss, it's still a 21-point margin. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. Cal's offense back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. He fires this throw, and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Working his way inside the 15. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. The Stanford offense lines up on first and goal now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the route is on.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Automatic on the PAT. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Cal's offense takes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Defense is coming after him. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack. Looking to pass here on second down.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his...
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this one will be fair caught. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. He breaks free. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the...
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, Stanford. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So California's offense back out on the field now. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
First down here for this offense. Direct snap to the back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help them just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Golden Bears are going to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or Or he can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of him.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
They're going to run it. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run.
Come on, set. Ready.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
Pass caught. Can he get in? No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Short connection to the tight end here. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 15. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
So incomplete pass on 2nd down sets up a 3rd and inches. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Cal's offense back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Can he make it to the marker? They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. They get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. Snags the quick throw. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. Tackle, but first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Ready up.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Easy.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
Okay,
The
ready.
Golden Bears with 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Slap. Ready.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
Turner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Stanford offense back out there in the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Keeping it on the ground here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.